I'm 80 years old, and I just buried the only person who truly knew me. Want to know what that feels like? 6 months back, I lost Tom. Not just any friend, my friend. The guy who'd been there for 57 years. And here's the thing nobody tells you about losing someone like that. When they go, they take a piece of your history with them. The part only they remember. The laughs only you two shared. Gone. Let me take you back to where this all started. 1967. Chicago. I'm 23, fresh-faced, working at this massive printing shop. First day on the job, I'm terrified I'm gonna lose a finger in one of those machines. In walks Tom, same age, same nervous energy, same, what the hell did I sign up for? Look on his face. Our supervisor pairs us up. 8 hours, we barely speak. Just two guys trying not to screw up. End of shift, Tom turns to me. Beer. That's it. One word. I said yes. That beer. It turned into 57 years. Nothing about our friendship was extraordinary. We weren't traveling the world or having wild adventures. We were just there. Through marriages, divorces, kids. All the regular chaos life throws at you. Tom married Linda in '69. I stood next to him at the altar. 2 years later, he returned the favor at my wedding to Carol. Our wives became friends too. Every Friday night, same routine. Dinner, cards, conversation. Simple stuff. But looking back, that simplicity was everything. You know what's funny? When you're young, you think friendship is about excitement. Parties. Fun times. But real friendship, it's showing up on the worst day of someone's life and just existing next to them. Not trying to fix anything. Just being there. We worked together for 12 years until the shop shut down in '79. I went one way, Tom went another, took a city job. Suddenly we weren't seeing each other every day. But those Friday dinners? Never missed one. Phone calls when life happened. Always. My dad died. I'm standing at the funeral, barely holding it together. Tom didn't give me some speech about how he's in a better place, or time heals all wounds. You know what he did? Stood next to me. Put his hand on my shoulder. That was it. And somehow, that was everything. When grief hits you, you don't need words. You need presence. 7 years later, Tom's son ended up in jail. 1-year sentence. Tom was destroyed, kept blaming himself, thinking he'd failed as a father. I told him what he'd told me before. Sometimes life just happens, and it's not your fault. His son turned things around eventually. Got clean, got married, had kids. Tom was so damn proud. That's the thing about friendship. You celebrate the wins together, but you also hold each other up through the disasters. Fast forward to 2008. Carol died. Breast cancer. I was 64 and suddenly alone. My kids had moved on with their lives, as they should. But Tom, he showed up every single day for a month. Brought food I didn't eat. Sat with me while I cried. Never once told me to stay positive, or that everything happens for a reason. He just let me break apart without trying to glue me back together. After Carol passed, I went dark. Didn't want to leave the house. Didn't want to see anyone. Tom wouldn't let me disappear. He'd call. Come on, Bob. Let's grab lunch. And I'd go, because I knew he wasn't giving up on me. 5 years later, 3 a.m., my phone rings. It's Tom. Linda had a heart attack. By the time help arrived, she was gone. I drove straight to his house. Found him sitting at the kitchen table, staring at nothing. I sat down. We didn't speak for hours. What was there to say? I'd been exactly where he was. He knew I understood. After losing Linda, Tom and I became even closer. Tuesday and Thursday mornings became sacred. Same diner we'd been going to for 2 decades. Same booth. Same orders. We'd talk about nothing important. The weather, sports, whatever was on the news. Small talk, right? But it gave us structure. Something to count on when everything else felt uncertain. As the years piled up, our conversations shifted. We started reminiscing more. Trips we'd taken. Stupid mistakes we'd made. People we'd known who weren't around anymore. We were taking inventory of our lives, making sure we remembered it all before the memories faded. Then last year, Tom started forgetting. Small things initially, repeating the same story in one conversation. Then it got worse. His daughter took him to the doctor. Dementia. Early stages, but the diagnosis was there. Tom was terrified of losing himself, of becoming someone he didn't recognize. I looked him in the eye and said what he'd said to me so many times. We deal with what we're dealt. The next 6 months were brutal. Tom declined faster than anyone expected. Some mornings he knew who I was. Some mornings I was a stranger. But I kept showing up. Tuesday and Thursday, at his house now instead of the diner. Recognition or not, I was there. 6 months ago, Tom had a stroke. 2 days in the hospital. I was holding his hand when he took his last breath. I told him it was okay to let go. And he did. Now here's what hit me after his funeral. Tom was the last person who remembered who I used to be. The only one left who could finish my sentences, who laughed at jokes from 40 years ago that nobody else would even understand. When he died, an entire chunk of my history disappeared with him. I'm 80 now. I've buried a lot of people. Parents, my wife, other friends. But losing Tom was different. He was my constant. The person I assumed would always pick up when I called. Always be at that diner on Tuesday morning. Always just be there. And now he's not. And I can't rewind time. Here's what I need you to hear, whatever age you are right now. Friends matter. Not the 500 people you follow online or the acquaintances you see occasionally. I'm talking about real friends. The ones who show up when your life is falling apart. The ones who know you so well they can read your silence. Those friendships, rare as hell. And they require effort, time, consistency. Showing up even when it's inconvenient. I watch people today, everyone's so busy. Grinding at work, dealing with family obligations, caught up in their own problems. They think they'll reach out to friends later. They assume there's always tomorrow. But there isn't always tomorrow. Time runs out faster than you think. People die. And you'll wake up one day realizing you're alone and all those important things you prioritized didn't matter at all. Tom and I had 57 years. 57 years of Friday dinners, Tuesday breakfasts, phone calls, just existing in each other's lives. And you know what? Still wasn't enough. I still want more time. I still wish I'd appreciated it better when I had it. If you have someone like that in your life, not just someone you know, but someone who's been in your corner for years, call them. Today. Not when you have time. Not when things slow down. Because you might not get another chance. After Tom died, I started thinking about all the times I could have called but didn't. Too tired. Too busy. Just didn't feel like it. All that wasted time because I thought we had forever. Nobody has forever. I still wake up on Tuesday and Thursday mornings and, for a split second, forget. I think about heading to the diner. Then reality hits. Tom's gone. And I'm sitting in my house wondering what to do with all this time I have left. My kids tell me to make new friends. Join a club. Get out there. But I'm 80. I don't want new friends. I want the friend who knew me for 57 years. The one who understood me without explanation. You don't replace that kind of connection. You just learn to live with the emptiness it leaves behind. So here's my advice, and I mean every word. Don't take your friends for granted. Don't assume they'll always be available. Don't postpone getting together because life is hectic. Make the time. Show up. Be fully present. Because eventually, one of you won't be here anymore. And all you'll have are memories and regret over the moments you let slip away. Tom taught me how to be a better friend. How to listen without trying to solve everything. How to show up without expecting anything in return. Now that he's gone, I'm trying to pass that forward. Not to replace him, you can't replace people like that, but to honor how he lived. If there's someone in your life who's been there through everything, tell them you appreciate them. Don't wait for the perfect moment. This is the perfect moment. Pick up the phone. Send a message. Make plans. Life is short, and the people you love don't stick around forever. I miss Tom every single day. Those Tuesday and Thursday breakfasts. Random phone calls. Just knowing he existed somewhere in the world. But I'm also grateful. Grateful for 57 years with a friend like that. Grateful for every conversation, every meal, every ordinary moment we shared. Grateful I was there at the end, holding his hand, giving him permission to go. That's real friendship. Being there. In celebrations and disasters. In boring Tuesday mornings and in final moments. Just being there. So if this story resonated with you at all, do something about it. Reach out to someone you care about. Make the effort. Show up. And hey, if you found value in what I shared, hit that like button and drop a comment. Tell me about your friendships. Tell me about the people who matter to you. I read everything, and I genuinely want to hear your stories. Thanks for listening to an old man ramble. Now go call your friend.